everyone, and welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to be changing things up a bit and doing something a little bit different because I feel like we've been getting into the technical route a bit for the past few episodes. Last time obviously we did the iron farm, time before that we did a witch farm, and then even the time before that, even though it was a nice build, it was still a farm, we did the honey farm. So I think today I'm going to do something completely different, and we're going to do a little bit of landscaping. So let's go over there now and we'll have a look at what we're talking about. Okay, so if we just head out the main gate of the village, we've got this really ropey area here. So there's just a cobblestone, I don't even want to call it a road, but there's a cobblestone structure here which will be the road coming out of the village, going down to the river that's just over here, and then going over that bridge, and then the road will continue down to the next village or town over that way. So what I want to do is basically build all of this road around here. I want to build in some custom farmland, which I love doing, and then what I really want to do is get rid of this hill because it is so ugly and it's just in the way. So I think I want to get that done first, but I'm going to need a beacon, and I don't want to move that one because I still need that one there. So I did have two more with the skeleton skulls. So what I decided to do was go finish the job. I've been back to the nether and been fighting a few with the skeletons and the few blazes that got in the way as well. And I managed to get the third skull. And then I went and fought the wither. And got myself another nether star, crafted a beacon, and then crafted enough iron blocks from the iron farm. And I got myself another beacon. So let's get that set up now, and we'll get rid of this hill. And there we go, that is the hill gone. And I must say, this definitely looks a lot better. And I'm just on my camera account at the moment, so we can just have a fly around and I'll talk about what I'm planning to do for the rest of the area. So, the future plans for this area is I want to have a little dock down here. So, this river is going to be like the main trade route for this part of the world. And this will be like the last part. So, I want to expand on this river slightly because obviously this is it's a bit tight. So I'm going to cut some of this out, maybe some of this as well, so just to make this a bit bigger. And my original plan was actually to cut off this part of the land here and also this part over here. So it'd be a bit more straight coming through this bit around there, so we didn't have to go around there. And I had a little bit of a break after doing this hill, and inspiration hit me, and I've come up with a completely new crazy idea which is going to take me hours and hours and hours to do, but I don't care because it's going to be brilliant. So I'm going to scrap that. All of this is going to be covered with grass. This bridge won't be here because this is the main reason I've changed my mind, because I just couldn't get a design sorted for this bridge. I've had about 3 or 4 attempts at it, and some of them looked alright, but they just didn't fit with this build. And when I tried to make them fit with this build, they just didn't look right. So what I've decided to do is just cover all of this up and redirect the river. So it's going to continue down here with those bits cut out, and then this little bit of land will go, and then I'm going to carve through here, and it's going to go through at the same level. So this needs to go down about 7 or 8 blocks, I believe, and it's going to come across here, right across to where those trees are, just over there, and it's going to be pretty much straight down here, and then it's going to reconnect with this river here, and then across here this will be cut off, and this will all be covered in grass as well, and then maybe sloped up into these mountains. There's going to be a lot of terraform to do, but it is my favourite thing to do in Minecraft, so that's fine by me. So as the river is going straight across here, what that's going to allow me to do is have a straight bridge. So coming from this side over to this side. So I think what I'm going to do now is just mark out where I want things to be. Maybe put a few scaffolding blocks in, a few guidelines, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've made a little bit of progress and got a few things marked out. So I was getting a little bit carried away over there, so I thought I'd come back and explain what's going on before I just finish everything. So what did I do? Right, I dug out this little island that was here, so this river can come straight down here now. I blocked off the river there, so it's not going to go in that way anymore. And then these light blue wool, these represent where the river is going to be going. And they're going to go right over there, over to that hill, where I've also blocked off the river that goes around the side of this land. And then these stone blocks here are going to be where the bridge is going. So as you can see, it's quite wide, and that's about the width of the river I'm looking at doing. It may not be that wide at this point. So what I'm thinking is it's going to be a lot wider at the ends. So it's going to be like a gentle slope down into this grass, and then towards the middle it might be a little bit steeper, like a cliff face kind of thing, and then again at the other end like a gentle slope into the land, because it is a lot lower at this end anyway. Then over at this side, as you can see, I've got a load of dirt blocks floated in midair. Now it may look a bit crazy at the minute, but it will make sense eventually. So what this is a framework for what I want the land to look like. So rather than just building it block by block, what I like to do is add these frames in. So just these columns going up at the slope I think it's going to be, and then a few going across as well. And then from there, I can build in the land as I want it. So I'm going to get that done, but it's going to take a lot of dirt, so hopefully I've got enough. And I also filled in the ravine, which I can't remember where it was now. I think it was just next to the river, wasn't it? So it was around here somewhere. So that's filled in. And the other thing I wanted to do was move where this path's going to go. So now I've got this slope going up here. I think what I want to do, because if you remember, this path was to go around into the Badlands area, where I'm going to have another village or mining settlement, something like that. But I think now I've got this slope going up here, I thought it'd be cool to have a road going up that way, over the mountains, and then into the Badlands. So I can take that one out, and then this one I'm going to redirect slightly, because it was going straight towards where the bridge was going to go, because it made the most sense when I was going to have it here to have the road just follow straight into it. But I think what I'm going to do is come up this way and then straight across there, right up to where the bridge is. I don't think you can see it from here though. Right, so those are my plans, and there's no delaying it anymore. I'm going to have to jump into this time lapse and get it all done. So this is going to take me quite a few hours, but it should be a couple of minutes for you. So I shall see you at the other side of this time lapse. this wasn't what I planned on doing for this episode, but I'm so glad I changed my mind. Just look at this thing. This looks so cool. I'm so pleased that I did this. I didn't really explain what I was doing. I know I said I was going to build a river, but I didn't talk through how I did it. So it's supposed to be a let's play, so let's have a little bit of an explanation of what I've been doing. So first thing, this was a hill all at that height, and what I did, I came through and cut it all down to sea level, and then another 4 or 5 blocks, I think it was 4 blocks below, yeah, about 4 blocks, and then smoothed out the sides apart from this bit here because I wanted to leave this as a bit of a cliff, and then all these got pushed back and then covered with grass, so it just looks like it's all flowing down from the existing landscape there. And then after that I went all the way across the bottom and then dug down and mixed in a load of coarse dirt and gravel and a few slabs up the side, because obviously we can waterlog those now. And then I filled the water back to the existing river, and then went right across with the bone meal, added in the seagrass, and then every now and then there's a little bit of kelp, just a touch, just to add a little extra something. And then after that, my favourite thing to do with these rivers is to add in the coarse dirt and the path blocks all the way along. It just gives it that extra bit of life. And then after that, all the bone meal down the side to add in tons of grass and flowers. And I went through, I usually pick one of the tall flowers, because if you mix too many of them in, it can look a bit busy. And obviously there's a lot going on already anyway. So I just picked these, whatever they're called. I need to check now what they're called. Lilac. So I picked the lilac and I just went all the way down with these. And then obviously the leaves. Got all the leaves. But I don't think there's enough leaves at the moment, so I'm probably going to add that in. And then the last step was just to grow some of the tall trees. And then that's it. Job done. So I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I'm really glad that I decided to do this rather than just stick with the existing river. Now, this bridge, yeah, no, it's not great. It will be changing. And it will also be changing location as well. Because after I built this, I decided this wasn't a great place to put it, as it's more or less diagonal there. Now this bit is pretty much straight. So I think I'm just going to move it across a few blocks. So it'll probably start here actually. So it was from there to here. So if I start this and then go 7 blocks and another one there, I think that would be a good location to put it. So probably next episode I'm going to get this bridge built up. And just after building the river, the other thing I did, because I had all that framework over there, I thought I should probably fill it in so it doesn't look like a complete mess. And I got most of it done. There's still a few bits over here. But all this side over here, the river, is, you can actually see where the grass changes colour, where the river was. And it went round here, I believe, and then back around this way. And that's all covered up now. Got the grass in, the path where it's going to go. I mean, I'm going to put a lot of text variation into this as well. But the path, it goes straight up to where the bridge is going to go, and then down into here. And then I'm going to have another one that goes up into the mountains. So probably across this way, but yeah, I need to fill all this in. So I'm going to get all that done next time. Maybe before next time, and I could start the next episode with the time lapse. So unfortunately, that is all the time I have for this episode. So please leave a like if you enjoyed this episode, and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.